watching Starfleet After Dark. Ooh.
Good evening, all.
Right.
After dark, Steve's still working with cleanup efforts, as you see. He is in chat. I don't think he'll be on tonight. He's a little bit tired from all the tornado cleanups. Tonight we've got Aaron, Richard, Sarah, Lieutenant Chicken Sandwich, and Rob with us. And as always, the Bopsy twins from the Russell camp. So
Hi.
how's everybody's week been?
Good
Hello,
evening.
I wore my hat for the occasion.
It's very festive.
Thank you.
Definitely very festive.
But is yours from the North Pole?
I have a Picard Christmas sweater on too.
It's fabulous, dear.
Yeah, so Steve, he's been digging people out for a few days, and he's beyond tired, so I don't expect him to be here. I just wanted to share really quick one of the charities that he sent me for some of this disaster relief. I mean, I know we all wish we could help, and it's mcpkentucky.com. So, I mean, if you can like donate them $1 or $2 or just share that website so that maybe other people will share, that'll be super helpful because, I mean, there are people homeless right now. There are people that, perished in these tornadoes. So that'll really help. I don't know if somebody, Steve, if you get a chance, can you throw the website on there if you feel like typing in the chat comments at some point?
I'm looking at it.
We're
Are
getting
you
it.
going to look it up? Okay.
We're pulling it up. We're pulling it up.
Thank you.
No problem. So a lot of bad stuff happens. I was going to do this, Sergeant Santa, but I figured,
Have you guys, has anybody here done anything with the food drive?
Well, we've done stuff with the food drive, but I've also been doing pickup and drop-offs for, when I'm not in the hospital for Toys for Tots.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
I know that we're doing on the Avengers something similar for Toys for Tots right now. We're calling it Trek the Halls.
We have 3 soup kitchens in the city that serve just about everyone. So I've been bringing to them.
So Steve just posted the website. It's mcpkentucky.com, so it should be up on the screen. But yeah, that's where you can go. And I looked at it a few days ago, and there's a direct victims fund. 100% of anything you donate goes to these victims' families. And I mean, this is happening right before Christmas, so it's especially bad timing. So that's a good place to donate.
You have all of my compassion for that, Steve. I'm sorry. That must be quite difficult to be pulling coworkers out. So, my deepest condolences, sir.
I'm just glad he wasn't on the schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. We are glad you are still very much with us, Steve.
How are we? Does anybody know fleet-wide how we're doing on the food drive right now? I know my chapter has done quite a bit, but I don't know about everybody collectively. Is there Rob? Do you know is there a total?
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll find it for you.
Okay.
I thought Rob posted it a couple days ago.
No, our total is 2,466 pounds right now.
That's impressive.
That is very impressive, Rob.
That's a lot of food.
It's the credit to the crew that take it pretty serious.
It's not all food. Some of it's cash donations. I mean, we had a school in Quebec do 2 different charities where they raised like over $1,600. So that alone.
And Aaron said the total is $1 equals a pound this year. So that's why it's coming out at that total. But it was the school that raised the $1,600. But saying that, we surpassed our total from last year already by probably 50 pounds. So,
Oh, wow. That's very impressive.
Still looking.
Oh,
Aaron,
that's nice. They got a scroll on there. What's up?
Yeah.
What are you doing this year for Christmas?
We're going to leave that up for the whole program.
I'm going to hang out with Chicken Sandwich and I'll probably, I don't know. I'm not that into it, honestly.
Make sandwiches?
Yeah, maybe I'll make a sandwich.
Chicken sandwiches.
Make chicken sandwiches? I don't know. I'm gonna like put presents underneath a Christmas tree.
Did you get some good gifts for your daughter then?
I don't feel like I did because you should see her Christmas list. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like she wants.
Always is.
No, like it's right here. I can read it to you, but there's not much on it. And one of the things is she wants everyone to have a Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's sweet.
Aww.
That's just the sweetest thing.
But then she wants like a plant that she can take care of. And then she wants books. So like all in all, everything she asked for is like under $100 for all of it.
Oh.
She wanted a pillow that's shaped like a heart.
Well, in that case, she deserves a PlayStation 5.
Look at her PlayStation 5. She doesn't.
She didn't ask for it, so she deserves it.
She's into playing Roblox on her iPad.
No, Aaron. Every child
I
wants
know
a PlayStation
that
5.
on the Nintendo Switch, Roblox is there if you want to do that platform.
No, I mean we have a Switch. She's not that into it.
Yeah. She's pretty involved in Roblox on her iPad, so she always wants Robux, which are like the Roblox currency.
Yeah.
Wait. Sean's got something to show you. You're gonna love this, Aaron.
My nephew plays Roblox, so I got tired of giving him the gift cards.
I can't see that. You gotta turn the ring light off.
Oh, I hate the ring light.
Turn off ring light.
Hit the blue button.
All right, a little bit closer. Oh, do not disturb. That's great. I love that.
That is good.
And there's also a little robot.
The Roblox.
That's awesome.
So I printed these, and what I did was I put a basic primer on it, and I'm giving him a paint kit so that he can paint them whatever color they want, and it's a little bit different than them just playing the game.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, Alexa might like something like that. She's really hit or miss with stuff. I mean, she thinks that everything I say is annoying and everything I sing is annoying, which I sing a lot. She just thinks I'm the most annoying person she ever met.
Well, and she likes cartoons.
She does.
That kind of sounds like parent-child relations at about that age bracket. So I'd say that was pretty normal, Aaron.
She's 7. She's supposed to still like me.
Good luck.
Buy her some books.
I got her books and I got her everything she asked for except the plan. I figured I'll get that like the day before or something.
That's fair.
And if you're concerned about that you might kill it, get her like an air fern, because they subsist on so little.
I'm not concerned she'll kill it. I think she'll do a good job. She's a pretty bright, responsible kid. So I just want to make sure it doesn't grow too big. So maybe like a small like bonsai plant, or maybe a cactus, like a little tiny cactus. I don't know. I'll see what jumps out at me at the, I don't know, Home Depot. Where do you get plants?
Everywhere.
So if what I see on the CAG side is they're about 1,000 behind y'all.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I read they were making some comments to Rob like, I'm glad we finally have an adversary.
Yes, that is what they said, and they also commented that we have a YouTube channel that we didn't inform them of. So they're checking us out. So
yeah, so listen, CAG is like definitely talking some shit on us.
I smell fear. So.
Yeah. So, seriously though, I mean, it's really, even if you can't afford it, I'm sure you can get a can of something, just one pound. I mean, if we all donated a pound, that would be a lot of pounds.
Yeah, that's what I always said. At 5,500 members, everybody gave 1 pound right off the bat. 5,500 pounds without trying, right?
Yeah.
So what do we have in our pantries that is a pound that we can very easily...
John's here!
The vampire is here.
Hi, John!
Hello, John.
What I would say from doing this is the best way to do it is to contact the charity that you're going to support, whether it's a food bank, a shelter, and ask them what they need. Some places need like bags of flour, or they need pet food, and it's relatively inexpensive. But in your cupboard right now that you probably have that's close to a pound would be 2 cans of beans, 2 cans of soup, a box of pancake mix.
Okay.
Something like that.
Me and my mom.
Or maybe pasta.
So, but we're not officially part of either thing. But me and my mom actually work with my church we do a food bank ourselves. So I was there unloading about 400 or 500 pounds of food for us to give away next week. So we do that every month.
Well, you could ask them if they minded if this month, if the donation could be affiliated with our charity too. And I think that would count, right?
Well, it does count. And I think that's the part that everyone has to remember is that it's donating. And I always say it to our crew, it's donating in your community. So if you go out in December and you donate 400 pounds of food to your food bank, count that for this contest, this drive, this effort, whatever you want to call it. And that way your total gets up. It's not specifically like, hey, I'm going to do this today. Like if you're making sure that food gets to people that need food, it counts for the thing, for the drive. Same with the Toys for Tots. Some towns it was already posted, but you don't have a Toys for Tots. So you have it under another name, but you're still making sure that every child gets a toy. So that's what matters, right? Not the name, what you do.
I went through to 2 of our shelters and found out what they needed as far as clothing. And if we had any of it that would match, that we haven't really used, it's already been bagged, except for one. Just finished bagging it, and it'll be going off tomorrow. Probably roughly about 35, 40 full dressing.
So my donation was actually to a homeless shelter. It's too hard for me to donate to the food bank. They're doing drop off. It's just so hard to coordinate with them, and they're not very nice about it. They really just want you to give them money, which is fine, but that's not what I was doing. I was going grocery shopping and dropping it off somewhere. So I donated to a homeless shelter for this charity that we're doing. So it doesn't have to be a food bank. You can donate to so many charities out there. You can donate food to a homeless shelter. I wish clothes counted, but that's not part of this one. It should, but it doesn't.
Now, the reason why a lot of the food banks do that is they have special deals where they can take $150 and it basically becomes a truckload of food.
Right.
And
Okay.
we've been doing this with the church for 6 years, where we go in and we get 70, 80 pounds of frozen meat. We get 100 pounds of rice. We get all different types of stuff. And it cost us $150. It was cheaper for us to do that than for us to go out and have people donate the food. So we do that every month.
And I think that's a good point, because I know that the shelter that gets it here has a 3-to-1 buying power. So $10 gives you 30 if you donate the cash. And so it just depends on your organization. The fleet's doing $1 for a pound. So it's an easy count. But if you contact your local shelter, like I said, you donate $10 and it's $30 buying power. That's a big deal, eh?
So the question is how to report. And a lot of people don't understand that whenever you're doing volunteer work, you're donating your time, your food, whatever, you let your CO of your chapter know your hours. And that actually goes in the MSR. The MSR gets reported up, and at the end of the year, that all those totals go to show what we've done as a nonprofit. And that's one of the ways to do it. I know that there's another way they're keeping track by posting it on members only.
Well, when
Yeah,
have
you can also email or message directly. It's Aaron, right? Rob?
Aaron Himes at the Diplomatic Corps.
Yeah. So, and I think he's is it SFI ambassador?
Yep.
Yeah. So he's been posting his email address everywhere. So, and that's the way I think he wants us to do it. So the best way is to actually email him.
Yep.
But I will get his email address. I'll look it up.
I don't remember hearing about as a CO saying you can put this in your MSR from Region 7 Command. Okay.
No.
But
I wasn't aware of that.
to me, if you're doing something as a chapter, that's part of your report for the month.
Yeah,
So,
and we do put certain things in there, but that usually isn't in there.
certain types of things work better as a comment than they do as direct report. But this way, we're able to relay information in a constant source. Now, if there's a competition like this, the challenge, there's usually one member. In this case, it's Aaron. You get a hold of him, you tap him, and we got this. It's usually pretty easy.
Fair.
Pretty documented. These last 2 weeks, it's been hard for me to get out and do anything.
however, after AMA tomorrow afternoon, if anybody wants to be on, let us know. Me and Drew are going to be going over to volunteer for.
It's called Night to Shine. It's there's a church that puts on allows for special needs to have a special Christmas party, and then once a month they have a special party. And so we're gonna be there from 6:30 until 8:45. So
can you post pictures?
Yeah, I want to see pictures. That sounds
pictures.
like fabulous.
We will post pictures. So
That's
it's something Carol and I, we've been part of it, SNL, for 6.5 years. COVID shut it down tight. This is the first time in 2 years we've been able to get together. So
see, I was going to jump off your COVID comment with the food donations. In Ontario, we're getting shut down again due to the new variant. And so donations are even harder. So it's one of those things where sometimes you just got to try harder to look and make your efforts. And that's my last sales speech because I'm not part of the Diplomatic Corps. But if you like this, subscribe and sign up to our YouTube channel. And
there you go.
How's that? There's a plug for you, Drew. Free.
Yeah.
Before I moved up here, I used to, for a local non-profit Christian charity, I used to do a production called Return to Bethlehem. And it was a live creche, but you walked through the marketplace and those things rather than just seeing something static on a stage. You moved through it, and it was a lot of fun.
So yeah, Subway's got gift cards, but I'm sorry.
Safeway.
I'm sorry. Walmart has gift cards that you can get.
Publix does.
I think Publix, which is a southern
Winn-Dixie
place.
does.
So they have them available. The other thing is the Visa gift cards also work. If you're sending it to them, you get add them to one of the Visa gift cards that are one-time fill, and they can use those as well.
Hey, Rob, what's your YouTube channel?
It is the Nomad Chronicles. You will probably need to just Google the USS Nomad, and it will come up with I think the first thing that comes up is chicken sandwich in that exact same pose, doing one of the table reads that they do at the end of the month, which I think I'll turn over to Erin, and she can describe our table read events.
Oh yeah, we're doing these table reads. They're actually really cool. They're we're calling it the SFI Drama Club, but we have an actual theater teacher, and she's amazing. I know John's participated in this with us every time. Chicken Sandwich has, but essentially we get a Star Trek script and we sit down and do a table read.
Ooh.
And it's a lot of fun. We have a blast. In an entire script, it probably takes us about 30 to 45 minutes to do, and it feels like it goes by in like 5 minutes.
Would you send me an invite the next time you do it? Because that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. So we need a commitment to do it like a little bit in advance so we can cast it. But yeah, I think the next one we'll do is in January. So
count me in.
Okay.
Count me in.
To put credibility to our drama teacher.
Oh yeah, Lynn Harper.
Without giving away, if no one's watched Discovery, there's a character in it that was one of her students.
Wow.
That contacted her to tell her that she was going to be in it. So that's kind of a credit to Lieutenant Commander Harper and her abilities as a drama teacher. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
By the way, the reason why I say the one-time use ones is because the reloadable ones tend to be easier to steal from. So you want them to be a one-time use for whenever you're donating them.
Anyways, I put a subscribe for you guys. I found it on YouTube, so there you go. You have a subscribe. So now you're
like
29.
Our food banks here and our shelters, if you give food, if you give money for food, they will. There are some people who want a tax break for it, and they give them $1 a pound for whatever they give in money. That seems to be becoming kind of a standard. $1 is 1 pound. So personally, I don't see why someone would say, I'm going to be giving just to care for my fellow man, and then say, oh yeah, can I have a tax credit for it?
No, just give to your fellow man.
Because it is your patriotic duty as a citizen of democracy to pay as little taxes as possible.
Lourdes, I think I can share this. Lourdes and I were talking the other night, and we were talking about how much would the world be changed overnight if we were able to provide the basic needs for everyone, and anything you wanted over and above that for luxuries other than food, housing, shelter, heat, power, those things, because we have the ability to do it. If we could provide those things, how much would the world change overnight?
JP Morgan said it best. If I can't put a meter on it and charge for it, we're not going to do it. He told that to Nikola Tesla.
I fervently wish we could change these things for all humans
Right. But you know, the
to take
beauty
care
of
of our
it,
basic needs.
what I've noticed here is like the people I will run up and help, and I'll tell you with what I've been going through here lately, they are so supportive. I'm like, wow, I've got a massive family and I didn't even know it. And it's not just SFI; they're all the people around me that we've been helping, and they're. I've noticed that there are other people who have watched me doing things that are suddenly picking it up and doing it. And
Hey, guys.
several have been asking me what group do I do it with.
Hey guys, can you put Aaron Heim's email, the SFI Fleet Ambassador? I keep misspelling it in the chat, so I'm sorry, I misspelled it twice in a row. So it's SFI Fleet Ambassador at gmail.com. That's where we're supposed to report the totals.
So
wait a minute, what was it again?
It's SFI Fleet Ambassador at gmail.com. I don't want you to get rid of the tornado victim scroll, though.
Yeah.
So maybe you can add it like after or something.
Give me a second.
I think that was really important what you were saying, Drew, and I think that's the responsibility of leaders in the organization. Do as opposed to talk. If you want the leadership spots, behave appropriately. So you go out, then you said people start to do your behaviors because they see you doing them. They see you donating. And I think that's part that sometimes people forget. If you're in a leadership role, whether it's in a fan organization or it's in any type of spot, you have to do it so that other people emulate it.
People are watching, whether you want them to or not.
Frankly, talk is cheap. And show by your actions the things. And
when I was in ER the last time before they admitted me, about 7 people who have seen me working saw me, and they were all kind of like, hey, what's up? And I was telling them, and they're like kind of like, hey, we're going to be pushing for you. Oh, and we'll take over for this lady that you've been taking to the hospital. We'll take this lady who you've been taking to. Yeah. And I'm like, I'd appreciate it. And I have been told they did exactly what they said they were going to do. And because I tell them, the easiest way to change this world for the better is if we do it one person at a time right here at home. And SFI is a great tool to do that. And of course, I give them cards. I tell them about the club. If they're interested in sci-fi, some of them aren't. They just want to make a difference. And in all honesty, there's nothing wrong with making a difference.
Absolutely nothing.
So the military taught me flat out right. The best leaders are the ones that everybody's following because they want to keep up with them. They're working harder than anyone else.
Drew, you're doing amazing things, and I salute you, sir.
Who's watching this right now? Can everybody say hi? Nobody's watching. It's just us. We can just have a private conversation.
Hi, Aaron. I'm watching you.
Sometimes it feels like somebody. No, wrong movie. Never mind. Pass up.
Watching me.
We're going to get kicked off of YouTube for singing copyrighted music.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that.
Yeah, as long as we're not monetized, we can do whatever we want. Once we get monetized.
No, Rob can tell you all about that.
Tiffany's on.
Plus, get for less. You're good.
All right, Tiffany's here.
Yeah, I mean,
Who are you going to call?
Hi, Tiffany.
Richard. We got, hold on. Yeah. I'm looking at the wrong chat.
There's people here, Aaron.
The final frontier.
Jeremy Karsten, Jesse Targart, Mike Watkins.
Jesse's here. Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Jeremy.
And Jeremy. Sorry, Jeremy.
Hello, everyone.
General Karsten.
I hope General Kirsten liked his report.
Layden. So there's 14, 15 people watching right now.
Oh, hi, 15 people.
All right, everybody, get on the phone. Wake up everyone you know. Tell them to get on this. Start watching.
All right, I'll command it.
Half my crew is actually working.
Working, huh?
Oh yeah, you guys all do night shift. Derek's not working. He's eating at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, I know.
Like, hanging out, and relaxing his body. He's not working.
I know, but I try not to ride him too hard about it because he feels really bad about it.
And Aaron, next time you're in my neck of the woods, we should grab some Dairy Queen together.
Okay. Or I'm in
If
New
you're ever in
Jersey,
Winter Haven, the
never
camp
know.
will even shoot you.
Well, you should fix that, Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron, win the lottery so you can travel around and meet all of us.
Well, she said she comes down here at least once a year, so she can come to Florida.
If she's in Tampa, I mean, we're only 63 miles away.
I know there's 63 miles from Tampa, Chris. So when we go hang out with Nisi,
We'll have to get your picture in front of the sign, like Steve.
we hang out at what's the name of that? What's the name of that place I like to go to down there?
Nick, hi from New Jersey.
Whiskey Joe's.
Whiskey Joe's with the alligator. Yeah.
It's like right by the airport, and I just like go to Whiskey Joe's and I start drinking on the beach immediately. And then we usually go to like some drag shows or like drag queen bingo, and we have a good time.
I will be right back, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, they've had those for years in Tampa.
What, Whiskey Joe's?
No, the drag shows.
Pretty common most of the world, actually.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I'm saying 20, 25 years though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Calgary, I know. Yes, at least 25 years. I know people in that community. So,
is it okay if I bring a guest on?
Sure,
go for it.
Okay. You send this link.
I'll make it easier for you, Rob.
Why is it easy for Rob?
The main channel, Jesse, is his Facebook page. It's saved to the YouTube on that, so most people do go to the Facebook page. I need to get added to being an admin for members only, so we can broadcast on that one too.
Yep.
Who's this blank face that just came in?
dun, dun, dun.
What are you talking about?
Face there is Sarah.
That was Sarah, but she's
Sarah's
off
coming
camera.
on for a second.
That's more of a drag race. Well, I guess they do call it that. Wow.
Did I hear my name being taken in vain?
No, someone asked why there wasn't an image there, just a blank screen. Said you turned it
Because I
on.
turned off the camera.
I didn't know Fords could drag race. They're found on road dead.
No, they're found on reservation, dismantled.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa. There's a casino on our reservation here.
Greatest truck ever built in Dearborn, Michigan. F-150s. So.
Well, they were until all the parts came from China. Now they're all the same.
It's like the Dodge. It's like Dodge.
No. I actually mean all of them are Ford, Dodge, Chevy. It doesn't matter. They're all.
Come on,
pressed
fastest car for drag racing is a Ford Pinto with a Chevy small block in it.
I'm not interested in that, but I am interested in going to a demolition derby or a monster truck show And Chris thinks that if I go to one, I won't like it because I'm too bougie, but I don't agree. I think I'll love it.
Hey, everybody's blue collar at a monster truck show.
Really?
I don't care who you are.
Oh, the best one.
I
is
mean,
the one-
you can get some pretty prissy people. I mean, I swear to you, if you got the queen to go to a monster car, she would be as blue collar as anyone else in the audience.
Chris, we got to go to one.
But
It's
then
gotta
you
have a
had
truck and
drag
sword,
race
It has to have a
Set
truck
up.
Taurus.
in mud on monster trucks is even better.
What's Truckosaurus?
It's
A
the
big
big,
monster
it's
truck.
the big,
Hey,
like
monster truck.
Tyrannosaurus Rex looking thing that
Yeah.
eats monster trucks.
It
It
eats the
actually
monster
is a
truck?
transformer truck.
The original
Transformer
Monster
truck.
Mash, the original Monster Mash truck was owned, and she loved watching it. It was in Portland, Oregon. Was owned by a woman who everyone thought hated anything and everything to do with motorsports. Her husband built the truck. He passed away. She took over. She loved the truck more than he did. Well, she got this done, that done. She got bigger tires, lifted it up higher. She got a bigger engine. So
I would like to go to a demolition derby more than a monster truck rally. If those even still exist.
do
I'd
they
like
have
to
them
donate
in
your
CDs anymore?
Chris. I
mean-
want to donate your car to the demolition derby, and then we'll race the demolition
Well,
derby.
Actually, right
All right.
down the road from here in Auburndale, they have a racetrack that does figure eight, and they still race school buses.
Oh wow.
Do they destroy
Skagit
them?
Raceway in Skagit, Washington still has their demolition derby once a year.
But do they
Usually about
destroy the school
400
buses?
cars.
Apologies, I'm stepping AFK for one more time.
We can paint Chris's car up with all kinds of Starfleet stuff and logos and
Yeah.
crash it.
Apologies,
There you go.
I'm stepping AFK for one more time.
Okay.
Buckle.
But yeah, the demolition derby is basically the figure eight track, as opposed to the round track, and they go around, and eventually they crash. And, well,
Yeah.
And then they have the one where it's just like bumper cars with real cars too. The big
That's what I'm
square,
thinking
and
of.
They go at it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. One of the like bumper car ones where you basically just slam into each other with your cars.
I have not gone in ages, Tiffany. So the last one I was at was in BC Place, and they were pushing it with their feet.
They actually added a new show because of the ones around here. They took the drag race, put monster trucks in it, and added mud. So
Yeah,
they basically
I've
do
seen
it.
that.
And watching those trucks flip over is hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
I love the whole thing of Tiffany doesn't realize that I used to live in Ontario for 10 years.
How do I show?
I lived in Burlington.
Oh, is that where the Burlington Coat Factory is based? I know, I'm just kidding.
Isn't that in Burlington, Vermont or something?
Yeah.
I think it's in Vermont, yeah. Ben and Jerry's is also in Vermont.
The hilarious thing was that when I lived in Yellowknife, my teacher was named Bill Burlington, and he was from Burlington.
That's a lot of.
And I went to his school for an event when I lived in Burlington too. So I went to the school he went to high school at. I just can't remember which one it was because that was 15 years ago.
Cal, are you wanting to go to bed with Molly?
And one of the first monster trucks was known as All American. It was actually built less than 4 miles from where we are right now.
So it was built in Florida.
What's that?
That's where monster trucks started.
That makes so much sense.
Come on, you give a redneck a tractor and a truck, and they look at it and go, "How do I make this better?"
How did they make it better?
Took
They
Take
made
the tractor tires and put it on the truck.
Then you take the tractor motor and you put it on the truck.
Is it so you could do farm work faster?
No.
So you
I
can
know,
do
I'm kidding.
cool flips.
But yeah, there's some pretty impressive engineering feats from people that you would look at and go, "Yeah, that guy can't figure out how to get out of his house."
Oh, we have a guest backstage.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Jeremy.
It's all over now.
I know.
What's up, Jeremy?
We could do the last because this is probably the last After Dark before the end of the year, right?
Yeah, that's why we're all
yeah.
dressed for Christmas.
I thought we were doing one on the
Look how
31st.
What were you
festive some
thinking?
of us
Who
are.
planned this?
Meanwhile,
Who made you play it?
John, we were
This
supposed to
ain't
coordinate
fair. I
our.
got at least 90 days before I can drink.
No, thanks for having me.
John, where's your sweater that matches my hat? We were supposed to coordinate.
It's been washed, isn't it? It's been washed. It's all wet.
It's all wet.
Just put it on wet. It's okay. I won't touch
I have a
it.
hat, man. I tried. It's still Texas here. It
I
is
used to have
72 degrees outside right now.
Yeah.
This whole
No,
background
no,
is a lie.
I used to have a hat that was the same basic fuzz in the red, and then this part was the red, but then it had a spiral going up to the pom-pom on the top. And it was rather lovely.
No, we did. I'm really glad you're doing the MCP Kentucky scroll across the bottom. We did that on Region 3, Take 3 last night, our last one of the year. Somehow between Thursday and now, I forgot today was Friday. Yeah.
Well, that's
Or whichever
really good.
Friday that After Dark happens on. So, no, thanks for having me.
I realized today was Friday when Sean texted me and said, "Don't forget we have the show tonight."
Hey, that's an important notification right there.
Well, yeah, because I've been in and out of the hospital the last 2 weeks.
Stop that. It's unauthorized. You're a Marine, right?
Oh yeah.
Didn't you guys get the fucking memo from ForceCom? There are no further illnesses, injuries, or deaths authorized in the Marine Corps for the rest
Well,
of the fiscal year.
Jeremy, I already tried to tell him as his mothership he's not allowed to do it, and he was
Oh, I
not
know.
listening to me.
Hey,
Wait.
it's not me.
Don't
that's
people
not
follow
listening.
orders? Shit.
It's all
Trying to tell Mike McGowan that. But
I
although
didn't
McGowan
make
did say
first
that-
sergeant following orders.
Hi,
Oh,
John
wait.
Rogers.
Wait.
Well,
I did hear from Mike McGowan though that he had surgery and he's actually being able to see so much, in fact, that he filed his own report on the new form. So I believe the gentleman up there with the Canuck flag. I say that in love, by the way. I know there are people that are going to get pissed off about it, but whatever. I love you guys. No one drinks quite like the Aussies or the Canadians. I love you guys.
Rob is drinking the champagne of beer right now, Coors Banquet, which is too
No,
fancy
that's-
for us.
Rob, I thought we were friends.
Years.
What the hell? No, I'm divorcing Rob right now.
Okay.
Fuck him. No.
Well, actually, I
Go
think
get a
we
real
all
beer.
had
Come
the
talk to
champagne
me
of
when you're
beers.
done, and come back with your tail between your legs, apologetic. No.
Oh, you know what? I can get you a great bottle of Gretzky's Rye. Perhaps you've heard of him, greatest hockey player ever. And or a Grey Goose vodka. Your call.
And he'll give you a
Fine.
free Tim Hortons coffee with it.
Like shit, anything. Come on. Go get a drink. Come back when you've got a drink. I'm drinking scotch tonight. It's not usually my game, actually.
Any
Yeah.
alcohol Rob gives you is going to be covered in maple syrup.
Jonathan diet.
All right.
You're right, Mike.
I found the rye for you, actually. This is kind of funny. And I was thinking of all of our Canadian brothers and sisters for a moment. A friend bought me a bottle, knowing that I like rye. But I don't generally enjoy Canadian whiskey. That's a weird oxymoron, I understand.
What do you mean Canadian Club is the best whiskey?
Oh,
Ew.
God. Aaron, what are you talking about? No, you're
I know.
divorced too. We're done.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
kidding.
No, we're firing everyone tonight, and I'm taking over. I'm going to teach you all about how to drink. Because that ain't it.
So what am I? Chopped
Sit down.
liver?
Let me move in.
So
Anyway,
my
he bought me
favorite
this bottle of
alcohol-
Angel's Envy rye. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know they did a rye. Like, well, I did you one better.
What is it?
It's finished in rum barrels at the end. Like, okay, I like rum
Oh,
too.
yum.
Sounds like a really interesting thing. We drank it. We both looked at each other, and this was like 11 o'clock at night. We're like, that tastes like fucking breakfast. Like that is like
Does
maple
it?
syrup and oatmeal and little smoked breakfast sausages, and like we need to drink this with our eggs and breakfast in the morning. Like this is just there's so much maple and brown sugar. I'm like, man, are we sure this isn't Canadian?
Do you think if you mixed it with coffee, could you call it a Canadian coffee? You know, they have like an Irish coffee.
You know what? Can you
I
guys?
don't know. I only
stop?
drink Irish coffee.
No, I don't think. But they have that. What you just described mixed with coffee could be called a Canadian coffee.
No, they don't.
That sounds, yeah.
No, they don't.
Oh, they don't. No, the Canadians don't have coffee. They don't know what that is either. So it's cool.
Oh,
No,
you guys
we
don't-
just
Well,
don't drink
Tiffany would
Folgers.
disagree with you,
So-
Jeremy,
They have
because
like
the amount she
they have tea
consumes.
because they're a British propriety still at some
No.
level.
No, stop, Karsten. We don't drink Folgers and we don't drink Maxwell House. We drink real coffee.
Oh, really? No. I'm down with you there.
Tim
Like,
Hortons.
If you didn't grind that shit and put it through a French press or something legitimate, then it's not coffee. I want no part of it. I'll go to tea.
No, the only bourgeois on here that puts it through a French press is Aaron.
Oh no, French press all day long.
I know.
French
those are-
press.
I have
French
two
press.
because one's not enough. What if one breaks?
Yeah, mine recently broke, and I haven't replaced it yet. So maybe I'm going to use some of my Christmas money of getting a decent French press.
There is one on Amazon. It's the stainless steel one. It's like I want to say under $40. You could use it as a bludgeoning object to kill people if you need to. And it's large. You could do like a double thing. It's the best French press there is.
Because I made the mistake of pulling the beaker out of the cage to wash it and was setting it to dry. So I was picking it up out of the drying rack, and occasionally my hands spasm and.
Yeah. No, I broke so many of the glass ones that I was just done. So I'm like, no, I want the most industrial damn French press there is. And I bought this thing, and it turns out everybody else buys this same one because it's really good. But it's like the double wall, super insulated, amazeballs, retarded technology.
The link for it, please.
Ask me on Monday because I'm about to.
You're in your cups. Got it.
Well, I'm not gonna. I'm here now. I'm with you people. I'm not gonna go search on Amazon for the next 30 fucking minutes. That'd be dumb. But also after this, I will probably not be searching Amazon for the next 30 minutes. And then in the morning, we're rolling out to go to a Viking festival. So.
Oh, sounds amazing.
Oh yeah, the Viking festival. We're gonna go Yule to hell it up at the Viking festival tomorrow here in Central Texas.
Gonna drink some mead at the Viking festival.
Jeremy,
we're gonna drink the best mead.
I have a friend.
There is.
I have a friend in the SCA, and you saying that Canadians don't know coffee would have got you.
Fucking Sam Black.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I ain't seen you in ages, brother.
He was here. He's been here the last two.
Oh really? This is the first Friday I've been in town in a long time. My bad. Since the second week of September till today, I've had 2 weekends that I was not in our new RV travel. So I'm super fucking behind on everything I own. And but great to see you, Sam.
Hey, Jeremy.
I didn't do it. You can't prove it.
I can honestly tell you some of the best coffee I've ever had was in Canada.
Was in what?
In Canada.
Canada? No, I'll believe that.
Thank you, Drew. You're a good guy.
And I'm like a 7-pot a day coffee drinker. So.
Oh, Tiffany, Black Rifle. I accidentally broke my camp one day with Black Rifle coffee.
I got one thing to say about coffee. Y'all can keep that nasty dirt water.
No. So Black Rifle makes a legitimate thing, and one of their products is called Caffeinated as Fuck. And so I ground it up and replaced their Folgers in the big urn. You know, like the big party urn of doom. And then my whole camp of Ren Fair people were vibrating and smelling colors and yeah, tasting letters. They were like, "What the fuck? I've never been this conscious before." Like, well, I got some whiskey to go with it. I'm also not allowed to say in my camp that I brought the creamer because people will not bring creamer if you say you brought creamer, and I'm not allowed to say that anymore because I only bring Irish whiskey.
Hang on, you drink creamer in your coffee and you put mix in your scotch.
No. If I said I brought creamer, it is in fact just Irish whiskey.
No. And you put mix in your scotch.
No, I do no such thing. I had an ice cube in there.
Okay. You're still an okay guy then.
Look.
The only thing that goes in my coffee is Irish whiskey, and the only thing that goes in my scotch is an ice cube. Let's not get crazy here. But no, so I accidentally broke my rogues. They're called the Celtic rogues. I love them dearly. But they were like vibrating and shit, and it was great. We had a great day that day. They had no idea they were going to be awake for the
What
day.
are you talking about? I just walked in. You're talking about vibrating.
Coffee.
He said that he
put Black Rifle in.
I broke people with coffee. It's fine.
Fair.
Oh, okay.
You have to forgive him. It's
He
Jeremy.
put super caffeinated coffee into the ring
In the big urn. Like the 50-cup urn that we always do at camp because, we're a Gucci bastard camp like that. But I replaced their Folgers with good shit.
Folgers, shit.
No. Folgers is...
Folgers is not coffee.
Jeremy, this is the temperature right now.
No, that's the Canadian
what?
temperature.
Oh, 18? Oh, is that a 9? Is it?
That's the
I would actually
Canadian
put on
temperature.
pants for that, I think.
Is that in Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Of course it's in Celsius. I don't use your Fahrenheit thing.
I have no idea what that means.
I just said
Celsius
that's
is how
Canadian.
water feels. I don't know.
That's Canadian temperature. We don't understand.
It's in
Fahrenheit is how
to
humans
zero.
feel. Celsius is how water feels. I don't know how water feels. I've never been water before. Only 70.
All I gotta
Jeremy,
say is
Closer to 0 in Fahrenheit.
Yeah, no, I
Is,
understand it's cold as nuts. So it's,
So you.
no, I understand
Hey,
that
Richard.
Celsius is 0 is below freezing, right? So you're 18 below freezing essentially.
So the easiest way to convert
Like
is
just
to
a little bit below freezing.
from Fahrenheit is you subtract 30 and then divide by 2, and that gets you.
That's
close.
basically what I did.
Yeah, it gets you close-ish.
That's math, and I'm dyslexic, and we do none of that shit here.
Just
But math is fun.
Just
Here you
remember
go.
that
Here's
everybody
Canadian
else in the world,
Florida.
water freezes at 0. It's only in the U.S. it freezes at 32.
Correct.
Because the U.S. is
Because Celsius
messed
is
up
how
in
water
that.
feels. And most people, like 32, they're like, well, I feel pretty fucking cold. At 0, they feel like, I'm not doing this anymore. They're dead.
There you go. That's what the temperature is in Florida.
And wait, 19? Wait, which system?
Yeah, because Sean is nice and sensible and has it in Celsius.
Okay, so I mean,
No, I only did that because you can't figure out Fahrenheit.
That's true.
One country in the entire world uses
3
system.
technically, but one's Liberia, which is the unofficial colony of.
No, that's the United States too. So don't.
no, let's be clear.
That was my point. The unofficial colony.
Just remember, this is the only country that's also been on the moon too. So for the space
Nope.
program, it's 12.
That's
The
not
Russians kind of crashed
That's
some
not
shit
true.
there, and now so the
Don't
Chinese.
count. They're no longer a country. Remember, that was USSR.
Here
sorry,
in
so
New Jersey,
It's
it
a
is
whopping
currently
21 degrees here for all you Celsius folks.
for here in New
It's hot.
Jersey
It's
right
71
now.
degrees outside right now.
It's hotter where you are than in Florida.
That's weird. Like, my
Here in
computer's
New
going to melt to
Jersey,
death
it
trying to
is-
render the snow falling in my background.
Here in New Jersey, it's 41 Fahrenheit. So
So it's like
Yeah.
15.
That's warm for New Jersey.
especially this time of year, we'd be closer to freezing.
Yeah.
I always have to remind everybody Doesn't matter. Minus 40 is minus 40.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
true. Once you get into the minuses, that's a matter of semantics.
Minus 40 is minus 40.
I think I'm going to go outside because it's only 32. How about I'm not going outside because it's 0?
I would still barbecue in shorts and a t-shirt.
And put cream in your coffee.
No, I do not put cream in my coffee. I don't know where you got that. The joke was I'm not allowed to say I brought cream because it's always just whiskey.
Whiskey goes wonderful in coffee.
It does, but they wanted creamer, and I apparently, in their mind, lied. So they didn't bring creamer. Like
you can always split the difference.
Bullshit.
Their standards. Whiskey goes in everything, sometimes straight up.
Yeah, do it goes great in whiskey?
Whiskey?
More whiskey? Absolutely.
4 a.m.
And I've studied this. I've run experiments. It's true.
John, what time is it?
It's 11.
Not where John is.
Yeah.
Where John is. Well,
5:01.
I think
Is
John.
it like 6 a.m.?
5:01.
John, is the sun coming home?
No, not yet.
Oh, that's yeah, no, yeah.
John, are you on Greenwich Mean Time?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, like I said, about 4 something.
John, how far are you from Greenwich?
About 20 miles.
So
Passing distance. Got it.
I will reappear momentarily, my loves.
So you're just
Sam,
outside London.
What
John?
other robots have you built? Are we looking for the our destructors anytime soon? Keep waiting for Lubbock to take over with all your robot crew.
Who's what a robot crew?
Sam runs a robot club.
Oh, do you?
That have won multiple awards. He's had to travel nationally for it, and his students are fantastic. And I'm pretty sure they're building Skynet. So,
nice.
So they're trying to beat Boston Dynamics to it, right?
yeah, I mean, basically, and I think he's got a pretty good lead on it. So, I mean, they've only built a dog. I've seen some of the shit they were racing around on Sam's.
A couple of years ago, I went back to my high school for our 20-year reunion, and they have a robotics lab now.
Yeah, I didn't have a robotics lab.
I'm like, can I come back to school?
Right? I'll come back. Cool.
And come to find out, they're like number
Ready
one
now.
in the state. The school that's around the corner from here is number one in the state, but they're also number one for marijuana kids that get in trouble with having marijuana at school.
I'm not sure if that helps building robots or not, but I'm not saying I'm not discounting it. I mean, that's correlation, not necessarily causation.
You might help them stay in
You
there.
could
right
do
now.
what we did and just make it legal.
Illegal or not, you shouldn't be doing
Sam's
it.
talking, but we're not hearing him.
Oh, he's muted again.
John, unmute yourself.
Sam, unmute yourself, sir. We hear you. We see the mouthy movement. We don't hear the thing you do.
Plug it in.
I can see why Jeremy is a general.
Sam's a full fucking general. Calm down now. Sam's the ranking person in the room. Sam's been around since right about dirt got wet. Okay, maybe John. John might be older. I'm pretty sure John's a vampire.
No, I think Drew's the oldest.
What?
Drew was here for the revolution.
No, but I was pretty sure that John was mean to Jesus.
My husband.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
we can. It's a little staticky, but we have your voice. Yes.
Actually, I don't know about seeing Jesus, but I do remember going to school with Abraham, and he still owes me money.
Well, he had all those kids to raise.
No, I didn't meet Christ till he was a corporal.
Not much to say, but there are sandbags in his thing that says.
But
Was
you're
on
still doing the
guard.
robots thing, right? Right, Sam?
Well, that's because I grabbed him.
Like, I'm actually kind of out of touch. Again, I've been literally on the road since September. But and Facebook is
The last time I
trash
did it.
at
You want to double the last time I did it?
notifications. So if anyone would like to join me on Discord,
It's
and
like maybe one.
SY has a Discord, then I sing its praises heavily. We should all go there. And Ray, I love you. Ray, the current commandant, hates Discord, but we have that. I don't know. You might say Discord between us. Nickelodeon.
Last time we were
How
on.
are we on the Power Rangers?
Yeah, I thought that was gone in like the 90s.
I thought we were talking about robots.
Yeah.
I want to talk about robots.
I guess Donnie wants to talk about Nickelodeon, but I can't contribute, so I'm very busy.
Did they bring robots?
Sorry, Donnie, we got nothing.
Nothing.
I got the cereal.
Power Rangers, the
Killers.
the Wish version of Voltron. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
We're all old. We don't. I'm old. I don't get it.
That was good. That was good, Jeremy.
It was. It's just accurate. And then there was an asshole trying to like play a flute through a helmet. The hell was that about? My
Did
wife's
somebody
gonna come in here and kick my ass.
Somebody
She's
just fall down.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, when I get murdered on screen, it's because I talk shit about.
Is Rob okay?
Yeah, he ran away.
He ran away.
He had to
All
go
the-
to the store to buy good liquor.
All the Power
No.
Rangers talk hurt his
Or did he
feelings.
have to use the necessary?
So,
Can
Aaron,
someone
when
make
did-
a comment to get rid of this Power Rangers one? Oh yeah, there we go.
So when
Okay.
does your Star Trek podcast start back up?
Well, this is a different one. I'm not affiliated with that one anymore.
know
But
that.
Where will I?
That's going to start in January. And it's called Infinite Diversity. So all we do is the Infinite Diversity segment of the old podcast because I'm not really interested in no offense here to anybody who's like this, but people that just like rattle off random facts about Star Trek and tries to impress people with their knowledge is super not interesting to me or most other people.
Oh wait, I could totally pose doing that. I didn't know that's a thing. Huh. I'm running this all
Yeah,
over the
So
time.
what is your infinite diversity segment going to do? What is that about?
So what we do is we draw parallels between Star Trek episodes and current real life social issues going on in the world.
Oh, that
So-
sounds lovely.
Yeah, so we'll
Well,
tackle like homelessness,
At
poverty.
least that won't be hard.
No, we'll never run out of material.
Well, I remember, what was it, Deep Space Nine, they said in 2020 and 2021 that San Francisco was completely street covered with homeless. And whoa, that's what happened.
Right.
No, I think we're a year. I think we're 2 years away from that, and next year is the start of Soylent Green. So remember, eat your crackers on
Yeah, that's-
Tuesday, but
Hold on,
that flavor
that already
tastes like
happened.
what
Look up Florida Man.
That's right. Support the Soylent New Green Deal.
right? Yeah.
Sorry, Jeremy. Florida.
Not
Man.
everybody's jam. It varies from person to person.
And
Somebody-
Jeremy,
Someone in Florida already made a product called Soylent Green.
I know.
Oh no,
yeah.
they've had Soylent out for a while, and I'm like, really, guys, really?
I used to date this guy that bought a bunch of it, and I was like, "Why did you buy this?" And he's like, "I don't know." And
Have you actually had
What?
it? It tastes like
I was like, "Is it
chocolate
good?"
had-
I said, "Is it good?" He said, "No."
What it
No,
was
it's definitely not.
Soylent Green is people.
I know.
Well,
Chris.
exactly.
Yeah.
apparently, people taste cocky, and I was led to believe we were tasting more like bacon. I feel gypped.
You thought we would taste like bacon?
No, everything
Well,
tastes like
long chicken
chicken.
for a reason.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
sorry, Chris.
cannibal.
Everything tastes like chicken.
No,
No,
no. Apparently,
no.
we're
We're
the other
other pig
white meat,
for a reason.
Beer does not taste like chicken.
and and again, I mean, not a lot of hair to remove. I can see it. I mean, my calves are probably worth pretty good ham. That'd be all right.
Hey, this conversation really went down the toilet. We're talking about cannibalism.
Yeah.
Isn't a social
That's
issue.
never happened.
I don't think we taste like a chicken though.
Is that a good beer now? I mean, you've got a nice glass there, Rob. But is it a good beer?
No, that's Coors Banquet. He just wanted
It's
to
still Coors Banquet.
Oh my god!
This is Coors Banquet glass.
Actually, it's
See, the thing of
Coors
it is,
Original
the
because a
cannibalism
Canadian
would go
company
along
bought
with
out the
your
American
other
company.
podcast.
Coors
Wow.
Original.
Like, you're in
yeah.
Canada. You have access to good beer. Why are you drinking Coors from our shitload over here?
They love it.
Because it's a premium beer there.
They love it.
I don't even understand why he's not at least drinking Siemens.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Wait,
No.
hold on.
Yeah.
Somebody that has a beer called Siemens.
Yep.
Well,
Siemens.
that's
It's got an L.
Okay,
and now you know why Canada drinks Coors, kids.
you know where the rest
Stick
of
with
the
the Coors, yeah.
What?
Because at least we could say that shit on camera.
Yeah.
Hey, there has to be some After Dark in the After Dark.
Yeah, it's Sleeman's.
Oh,
A little more after dark. I'll be right back.
put that
Sleeman.
Here.
Yes, whatever.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
18
right.
plus.
I like that the 18 plus just came up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It should have been up a while ago.
Anyway, it's
Then
not
it's
a
very
regular Coors. I'm not even explaining it. Never mind.
You're probably good until certain
So,
people
Rob, what are you drinking again? I'm confused.
No, you know what? You guys just keep mixing your drinks with soda when you put it in liquor, which is wrong. If you can't
That's
drink
what
it,
I
drink
do.
neat. It's not worth drinking.
What do you mean? This is
Jeremy just had ice in his.
I'm the
No.
only one that does that, I think, Rob. So
It's got to be neat. You got to drink it straight
I
up.
don't think it
Nothing.
needs-
I am not the biggest fan of drinking rum straight up.
why?
If you can't do it, it's not a good. It's not a good recipe. It's not a good alcohol if you can't drink it straight up.
Look, Rob, if
You
you've
may
got
drink
$100
it
a
straight up.
bottle, kind of budget,
Now,
fine
Rob,
and dandy.
you and I'd be able to drink very well together. I have frozen granite rocks that I put in my hard liquor because I don't mix not even water.
Yeah.
Exactly.
True.
You're
Blame to Jeremy. Jeremy had ice. Try not to get him confused.
151.
I mix my stuff. I
That's
don't
illegal
care.
Yeah, but
I'm with you, chicken sandwich. I'm like, I put it together.
I put
I
liquor in a big block of sugar and just consume it. That's
Wait,
the American way.
What?
So, chicken sandwich eats like a toddler. His favorite food is candy. He probably drinks how many Coca-Colas a day?
A lot, but my favorite food is not candy.
Yeah, it is
It's mac
candy
and cheese.
and macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
So I guess I've married a toddler too because
Yeah.
a very similar diet, with the exception of chicken. I love
I like a good cheeseburger and a hot dog too. Like I like all kinds of stuff.
Hey, do they still have RC
Pizza.
Cola down there?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Royal
Yeah, we
Crown.
do.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love that stuff.
That's your jam right there, Rob, from your days stomping around Akron, Ohio.
That's
But
right.
now it's
My
like
youth.
$2 a bottle.
Rob used to
Rob-
hang out in Akron, Ohio, and his grandmother or something would kick him out and give him some money, so he just like walk around town drinking RC Cola.
Yep, 14 years old, hustling in a pool hall, drinking RC Cola.
Pool hall hustling. That's a dangerous
Those
game.
were the days before cell phones, eh?
Yeah. Beepers.
Did you have a beeper, Rob?
I had two.
What was the other one for? Why did you have two beepers?
A
Was one
blue
like a
one for the
secret?
misses and a black one for the bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have a separate beeper number.
That's right. And the more beepers, the cooler you looked.
Yeah, I hated those days because I had so many beepers going on and so many people had access to them. It's just like, and then my ex-wife, when we first met, she would send me text messages to use the numbers, and we had to try to figure out what all the numbers meant to write them into words.
So she'd write like boob.
No.
That's the only one I know.
No,
Shell, hell.
no, not that, but no, she would use the keyboard, and all the letters on a telephone keyboard. And
Yeah.
so when she'd hit you with a 2, you had to figure out if the word began with A, B, or C.
That's too much.
You don't remember that, Aaron? Like you got a
No.
beep, and the numbers
No,
represented a letter on the.
Beeper. I wasn't a drug dealer. I never had a beeper.
I had a beeper.
You lived in New York City.
No, I had a beeper when I lived in Charleston, South Carolina, as like a 15-year-old.
See,
what do you have a beeper for?
I mean,
First of all,
because it was cool.
What are brats doing?
Because it was cool, like Rob said, to have a beeper.
It would have been cool to have a beeper.
Beeper's an age check. If you're over the age of 42, you're going to have a beeper.
Okay,
I
well,
had a beeper.
I was cool in high school because I lived in Yellowknife.
That means he was late to the cell phone game, I guess.
Oh, I had a cell phone too, but.
Oh, did you have the big white one, the big square one?
Oh yeah.
My family had a car phone. They had the phone in the car. There was like a big brick in the car that you could talk on. That was the first one, and then, no, I think my first cell phones were like Nokias and stuff like that.
The bricks, yep.
No. The first one I had was the bag phone.
Oh
You
yeah.
it's like a car phone, but
I remember those.
got carried around in a bag, and that was always fun because what I do is I used to work for a security company, and they would my officers who wanted to go screw off on the weekends instead of going to work, they would call the answering service, and I could never get a hold of them once I called the answering service. So I had them forward the phones to the bag phones, and then at 10 o'clock at night, I'm answering the phone when they're trying to call off, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. They're like, how are you still in the office? I'm not still in the office. I'm at home watching TV. But then it's time for you to go to work.
See, I remember there was a CB radio phone combination that you could use in your vehicle and talk on the CB radio and then flip a button and switch it over and it would call cell phone.
Wow. Actually, that was the old to shore system.
And the cost was like $9 every 10 minutes. So yeah, you used it sparingly.
I tested with it because my father was doing stuff for the RCMP in Whitehorse, and they were putting in satellite phones into some of the vehicles because the coverage in the Yukon is not good, and it still is probably pretty shitty. So they were putting in satellite phones. So tested a few satellite phones, and there's a portable one which was 20 pounds in a briefcase. And it had a compass because you had to point it right. The benefit for the truck one was that it had a dome and it tracked the satellite on its own.
Isn't technology just wonderful?
Hey, Jeremy. Say something.
You're muted, Jeremy.
You're muted, Jeremy, yeah.
Do we mute Jeremy?
Shut you off.
Let's unmute Jeremy.
Shut him down.
Is this
Jeremy? Yeah.
You're back.
Oh.
Plug it back in.
Well, I'm so glad that no one heard all that shit talking I did about absolutely everything.
And he's back.
No one needs to know about that. We're cool.
I'm not
Jeremy,
sure.
I absolutely love your background, dear.
So again, this computer's going to melt itself, and I guarantee at some point it will freeze. I'll like end up with my hands in the air, and everyone's like, "What the hell happened to Jeremy?" And it's going to be like, "No, we're done. We're tried rendering snow in San Antonio. We're out."
Well, true story. The computer we're using to run the broadcast actually had a fatal error, and for 2 hours was rebooting.
That's always good.
No,
good thing I set up at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now, rebooted everything. I tried to give myself the best chance of success here, but we did Region 3's Take 3 last night, and yep, midway through, my shit froze. Was great. You know, it's not a Take 3 unless Jeremy has a tech issue. Usually, it's me forgetting to unmute myself and then like waxing poetically where no one can hear me, which apparently I did today. So that's
like you just did.
I got that out of the way here. But yeah, on Take 3, we that was our last Take 3 of the season. I thought we did pretty okay. We're gonna like revamp that a little bit in the coming year. I'm gonna ditch this hat because it's fucking hot, and as we've all discussed over temperature issues, it's I don't care what temperature it is. It's
somebody asked for it.
Fucking hot in Texas. Like we're all trying to do like a Yule thing this weekend, and we're like, nah, bro. It's
well, it is hell in Texas, so
I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh, that sounds like a cheap way out.
How else do you want me to go?
Well,
have a good night, Aaron.
Notice,
Good night, Aaron.
singularities are.
Chicken sandwich also vanished. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we realized he ditched.
We
No,
recognize
Aaron,
that he did.
You look fabulous, my dear.
Thank you. It's the hat. It's all the hat. Good night, guys.
Good night.
There's always trouble in the system there, Tiffany. You should know. You've seen our chapter. We're a hot mess. Who's running this gig now?
Not bad for sure.
The two wonderful gentlemen that are at the bottom.
Yeah. All right, they're still there.
Drew and Sean.
Am I still...
Richard.
Oh my gosh, it's not. Phil is like more apropos at this hour.
Once again, I had to laugh at the nurse at the hospital. She says, "Well, the last test results for everything they did for your heart are normal." And I looked at her and I said, "How dare you refer to me as the N-word?"
Yeah.
And I guess I owe an apology. I guess that's John Rogers, not Sam Black. My bad.
Excuse me. She is all and completely and totally abnormal.
You have a twin in my region, by the way. So sorry. His name's Sam Black. And then when you spoke, we're like, who the fuck is that? But facially, you are you have a twin here in Region 3. Hope you can run into him sometime. My bad.
Well, I would love to meet my doppelganger. That's always fun.
Your doppelganger runs robots, and that's what I was like. When you're like, oh, it's Sam. We're going to talk about robots. Like, you didn't talk about robots. I'm like, it's got weird.
No, I can't just talk about liquor.
Oh, I can do that. I can wax poetic about that. But I owed an apology that you are not, in fact, General Sam Black, and my bad.
So, Jeremy, you're going to talk to this guy and actually get them to come on After Dark and talk about robots?
I can try to get Sam to come talk about robots. I think that would be
cool.
Pretty badass. That said,
like
what are we looking at for next year? I mean, let's talk about the future, right? For After Dark, where are we going with this?
Currently, we have me and Drew doing Christy producing. We have Kevin making a website.
You want some too? You want me to make you
And we have Rob. I have to look it up. Rob Halstead?
While the CS is not here, and I could talk behind his back, even though I've been talking to him all day. And
two slices.
Can I offer a suggestion?
Thank you.
Yep.
I think After Dark, and I think the more people to put this in his head might be better, is that we should start off with a little bit of whatever the conversation of the day is, like throw a topic out there, like lob the grenade, but host it all like actually on Zoom. And I feel weird about saying Zoom's a better platform because actually I fucking love StreamYard. But StreamYard is not a conversation. StreamYard is a presentation. I don't feel it's the right tool for the right job. I think After Dark should be the party.
Yes.
And you can't have a party if you don't invite all the guests.
Well, actually, he mentioned that was it our last broadcast?
Yeah.
About switching to Zoom for it.
Oh, well. My
Yeah,
shit has
I
not fallen on
mentioned
deaf ears. I feel vindicated and accepted in life. Yeah. And I still feel bad because I'm still seeing Sam Black over there. Like, oh, it's not Sam. It's still tripping me the fuck out. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry I'm weirding you out, dude.
Oh my gosh. Like, please message me on Monday because I owe you like a beer of choice or something. Because, damn, like, and I hadn't talked to Sam in a minute, and I kind of missed him. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be nostalgic shit. I can like have emotions. Not Sam.
Well, I'm sure that I will catch up with you at some point.
Oh,
and
I am inevitable.
So we will find the alcoholic beverage of our choice, and
So-
I am a spiced rum drinker. So
okay, I like aged rum more than spiced.
Okay, so are you each going to start with a vat of peace and see which one stops?
No, I'm not doing a rum challenge ever again. I did that once in my life, and by the way,
No, I mean you get a vat of whatever you like. John gets a
Nope.
vat of what he likes.
Nope.
And just see who's standing at the end of the vat.
Nope. I'm old enough to know that is a loser's game.
Oh, come on, Jeremy.
No, you should drink alcohol while it's fun.
Yes.
Okay.
If it is no longer fun, you should absolutely fun.
This is true.
yeah, no, I agree with that.
It took me a long time to figure that out, and there have been a lot of dumb games along the way.
Private chat.
But booze, you should have it with friends, you should have it with company, and you should have it in fun. And if you're using it for something else, you're probably wrong. So, T, yeah, Mike Watkins, message me on Monday again because I will not be here during the weekend, and I do not Facebook during the weekend. I see a little F symbol in your thing. Remind me to like screen cap or oh, I'm sorry, that's not the word. Photo, my tea selection over at my counter. Tonight I had, or earlier this morning I had Existential Dread in my Cthulhu cup. It was fucking fantastic. By Tea Punk Teas. I absolutely recommend them if you're a tea fan. That's a whole lot of horseshit that no one will ever remember. I don't know who thought that link was a good idea.
Which link?
It splashed up. Like, whoa, that was a gaggle fuck of letters and numbers. Yay. So
now we know who everybody is. Thank you for doing that, so that he won't keep confusing me with Sam.
we could absolutely do better things. Like if you have a permanent link, let's get with like Tom Pops and get redirects done. You could do DNS redirects. We do that in Region 3. Like if you want to join the Region 3 Discord server, it's simply discord.region3.org, and then you're there. If you want to go to our, and like Google Forms, my joke is I will replace people with a form and a spreadsheet because it'll serve me better. But then I need like 3 people to help me maintain this form and spreadsheet, so it's it's different. But and then you just read if you do a DNS redirect, like for the medical steps that we mentioned that's going on. In Region 3, it's going to be steps.region3.org. And it goes to a Google form. It's just a DNS redirect. So you just have to know your IT guy, in our case, Tom Pops, and make that happen. If we need fleet level things, ask them. I think there's way too often here in Fleet that people feel that they need to go on their own and reinvent the wheel, like and make fucking URLs like that. I don't know what that means. There is a 0% chance that I'm going to type that.
Yeah, there's an actual link you can
0% chance that's getting typed out later.
In the chat. That's a 3D printed robot.
Cool. But no one's typing it. No one's typing that.
Yeah, but if you go to chat, you can go and cut and paste it.
You could just
No.
click
So
it.
if it's important,
Or you could
okay.
click.
So I get that. Like if it's a niche thing, fuck you, Steve. I see you. Love you, brother. But no, if it's important, we should just DNS redirect it to the things that matter. So, like Big Fleet could collect on some of these things, and what you wouldn't need, what is it, 16 active regions to have their own form to figure it out, and then report up. You can just do it with one. Why isn't that a damn thing? Because they didn't ask comp ops to do the thing.
Yes,
And you know what? Comp ops is really, in my experience, has been really quite amicable to any crazy plot that you throw at them, as long as it's like has some legitimacy behind it. And it turns out Google Forms does have the protections we require for data protection and stuff like that. So it's like, dude, did you do this? It probably happened within 3 or 4 days, and you're on your fucking way. Is that a butt on your cup, Sarah?
Is that a what on my mug? No, it's apples.
Oh, my bad.
I guess you have a very filthy mind, Jeremy.
Not really, because I always subscribe to the onion versus apple theory. And if no one knows anything about that, I'm not going to elaborate.
Okay.
And everyone's like, fucking typing. Assholes first.
Jeremy, this one's for you, sir.
So where have you been traveling that you said you've been out?
Oh, so mostly Renaissance
Oh,
festivals.
wait.
Oh,
At this point, I'm going to cut out and say goodnight. And
Wait.
take care.
But you have good boob.
See you,
Good night.
Rob.
Later, Rob.
It was nice seeing you.
And
then there were 7.
Actually, at the moment, it looks like there's only 6.
Yeah, like
Well, that's
he
because
murdered his
Drew
partner.
and Russell are together.
I'm hiding.
Yeah, I know, but they zoomed it onto Drew, so
No,
it
yeah,
was
that's
funny.
funny.
And John, it's Drew and Sean, not Russell. Russell is.
Oh, we all have name tags now. That's fucking up. That'd have been helpful earlier. Where the
Yeah,
fuck was
right?
that before I was making an ass of myself?
Did I need to rename myself with my rank? Because everyone else has their ranks and what they are.
I don't have a rank.
No.
Rank?
2 of us do. John and me. And
But
I
their
started
positions
that.
are also there.
Oh,
they're
more
not on the
position.
odd one else.
Not rank.
We got our brother Jeremy there. We got our brother John. We got our brother John. We got our brother Richard. We got our sister Sarah. What are you talking about?
The only one with a rank is actually John.
Drew, for you, I thought I was the mama.
We got Sarah. We got Richard. We got Drunky the squirrel over here. We got the Russell Camp.
Oh, now he's
Drunky the monk
with you.
And then the vampire.
There you go.
I believe that is, in fact, a position at this point.
You know, there is.
So we need to change our
He's
designation
shown up
to
in more
that.
of our R3 like streams than half of my fucking staff.
Shows like this are best done inebriated. I hate to say it.
Look,
But
It's after dark. It started at 10.
I started late, all right? I'm working on it.
all right, John. All right.
I'm not
You're
really
forgiven this time.
doing alcohol. Do I need to go
Still tripping me out. Like,
acquire
I'm
the
gonna have to
alcohol?
go take pictures and make sure that like
In
John
truth, John
Rogers
did come
isn't
in.
getting double lives
In Rogue
Flag
last
somewhere
week.
in Texas.
I'm gonna go acquire the alcohol. I'm leaving you in his capable.
John came in prepared to get serious with the elbow exercise last week.
Oh, well,
He was.
John's behind a little bit. I hate to break it to him.
Look, I know I'm behind.
Yeah.
I got stuck at work.
Now, see, for me, it kind of sucks.
I got to
because
pay for this stuff somehow.
I got 3 new meds,
Right,
and
Donnie.
I'm trying to adjust to the damn things.
Donnie is departing us with a
Take care, Donnie.
healthy number of words and a gaggle fuck of emojis, which I still don't understand in my life.
Have a
Jeremy,
good,
that lady-
have a good holidays, Donnie.
But no, thank you for the heartfelt sentiment there, brother.
the link with all the numbers on it, that was to the iMove robot. I want to.
No, now I feel bad. Now I have to like guilt. And again, John, please let me know. I need to make you both show up at the same time. We need to make sure that you're actually not the same person leading double life.
Come on, put one together.
No, Sam Black is a staple of Starfleet. Kind of surprised he hasn't been on here actually. I'll hit him up. When is the next After Dark, and what or burping?
It'll be the first in January, and I will be busy. My daughter's getting married in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah,
Nevada, dude, calm down. You don't need to get all excited about the first half of the word. Nevada.
He'll be in Nevada, and I'll be babysitting his dog.
Also mispronounced it, but it's a cool thing.
So the first week of January, I believe, is the first one, unless.
Wait. I thought this was the third weekend of January. The third weekend was this thing you do that we're doing right now.
First and third, Jeremy.
You got After Dark.
Dude, the next one is the first weekend of fucking January. I will be nowhere near sober until then. Like my liver, I still have to go catch it.
The
somewhere
first
around
in
January 8th. It's a great hunt. Odin is involved. You know, all the great gods. We go find my goddamn liver again and stuff in the bucket and spit. It's fine.
Yeah, I thought
We'll definitely not
New
make
Year's
that.
Eve was the plan.
Jeremy, in honor of you.
What is that? A White Russian?
What? Yeah, basically.
It looks like moose milk.
I almost had White Russians tonight, but then I learned other things and we went a different direction.
The first scheduled one is, I believe it's January 6th, which is a Friday.
Definitely not going to be sober, but I might be here.
That's
not
okay.
sober.
Are you sober now, Jeremy?
No,
And
but I
when
was
have you
invited
ever
not sober, so that's a different
on
fucking
After Dark. You have a history of no sobriety on After Dark.
No, I usually start out a little bit sober and then we progress. Today I was invited, everyone knowing, nope, Jeremy's loaded. Let's go.
Sean, the 7th is the Friday.
It's the 7th?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the 7th.
Oh, that's right. Saturday is the 1st. Never mind.
Yipper, sir.
Yeah, everything,
They're
all the
messing me
holidays
up.
are on a Friday this year. It was
I know.
Drink
it
more
was
or less,
statistically a great year, except no.
So unless Steve decides to have a special unannounced After Dark, that's the first one.
Yep.
I thought he wanted to do New Year's Eve, honestly.
No.
Hey, if
He
you
has
want to
family
do
now.
New Year's
He has-
Eve, I'm off.
He has his adult responsibilities. Let him go.
But
Yeah, we're
I'm
a
playing
week
poker
away.
that night.
2 weeks away, so
I mean,
that depends on it. We'll talk to him when he's not neck deep and
his friends.
Friends up.
Yeah, he's got life he's got to deal with at the moment.
But if he wants to do the first one, New Year's Eve, I'm game for it.
No. Nope.
Nope.
Love y'all.
No,
Not that
and
much.
not capable of operating computer equipment.
I am drinking.
My
and-
responsibility on every New Year's Eve is bringing the bubbly,
Okay.
and I do.
So
As you might
Jeremy,
imagine.
you might want to start driving now.
Nope.
It might take you 2 weeks to get here. But you know Florida's the best way to do New Year's Eve.
So actually, the bubbly that I really enjoy, everyone buys champagne. Champagne's a fucking sucker's game. My favorite is cava, and I can find cava all day long because everyone tries to buy the champagne first.
He's an urchin.
And it's just basically Spanish champagne. But there are a lot of couple more grapes in the mix, and it tastes fucking better.
All right, Jeremy, you going to be anywhere near Vegas on after the 3rd of January?
No, God, no. I will be here in San Antonio.
Oh, That's a shame. I can't go back to Vegas. I got warrants.
No, I grew up in Nevada. I will be nowhere near Vegas for.
I am not shocked,
future.
John. Not shocked at all.
We're going to be there from the 3rd to the 11th.
3rd to the 11th.
Yeah, our youngest daughter is getting married.
So I understand that when I read the news, it's definitely not you, right?
It's definitely not me.
Definitely not you. Got it. All right.
Drew, Vegas, we will be there with you in spirit, but I don't think we can be there physically.
I think I left my mark on Nevada quite enough. So yeah, just summon my ill-gotten spirit that was left there.
No, they're in Canada, so they have a no-fly policy. Oh, that's right.
They're in Jersey.
Yeah, they're in
I'm just saying, while you're there in Vegas, just like summon the little bit of spirit I left there and have a great time.
Oh, we're going to have a great time, all right.
The one time I was in Vegas, I got married. And I believe she might still be watching. She's kind of cool and awesome, and I love her. So if Sreet's still out there, then don't regret my Vegas trip, because I grew up in Nevada and then I joined the Air Force, so I got to do none of the fun things before I was 21. It was like, oh, it's horrible. You're like 16, 17, 18. Like, what do you do? I don't know. Like, take over Walmart in a weird, awkward hour?
It blew my mind that you could actually get liquor at Walmart. You can't do that here in Virginia.
No, the shit that blew my mind was you can't get liquor in Walmart. And I got the taxes. I'm like, wait, what? Like, there's hours on this? Because we would all go home for, like, the holidays after we all joined the military. And then we all felt like we went to the same bar. Like, oh, let's go, like, meet up at Bully's. You know, we're going to, like, meet at the local bar. Yay, cool. And they're like, oh, did you hear so-and-so's telling? All right, well, fucking message him. Like, I'm out here. So, like, you start off for, like, wow, I'm going to have brunch with a dude. And you end up having, like, oh, well, you know, so-and-so's in town. So then you end up having lunch with some people. And they're like, oh, no, so-and-so's in town. Oh, well, like, fucking get him here.
Let's take the show off.
And then you're having dinner with people. And then at a certain hour, you're asking, what the hell is that brightness? And they're like, would you like to see our breakfast menu? And I've done that in one bar in Carson City, Nevada. Not even like a fancy place, but it was Bully's. It was fantastic.
All right. Due to medication, I need to head off and head to bed.
Okay. You're kind of running, so I think we're all
in the broadcast. So
we're going to end the broadcast.